A Pet Grief Guide. Chapter 1. A Pet Grief Guide. Pet Loss Websites. AnimalsInOurHearts.com, Animals in Our Hearts. APLB.org, Association for Pet Loss and Bereavement. BackyardBurial.com, Backyard Burial. ChancesSpot.org, Chances Spot. ILovedMyPet.com, I Loved My Pet. in-memory-of-pets.com, In Memory of Pets. pet-loss-matters.com/index.html, Pet Loss Matters. PetLossShelp.org. vietnambiosi.coloradostate.edu/Argus, Argus Institute. Pet Grief Websites. ChancesSpot.org, Pet Grief. PetLossShelp.org. Facebook.com/groups/557567000939742. lightning-strike.com/index.htm. Pet Loss Support Group Websites. adugiblog.com, a dog blog, television news reporter and radio personality Gigi Grasayat's story of her dog's battle with cancer. Includes photos, guestbook, and stories from readers about their own pet losses. angelbluemist.com, portrait of an angel, owner shares memories and photos of her pets. Includes poems and articles about loss, grief, and guilt. Also offers a guestbook where visitors can share their thoughts. angelfire.com/va2/ghosties page, ghosts page. This page was created in memory of my dear friend, Ghost, a family pet dog. Animal Companions and Their People.com, Animal Companions and Their People, provides insight into the grief associated with the death of a pet. Addresses the issues of pet aging and illness, pet death, pet grief, and pet loss. AnimalHumaneSociety.org/services/pet-loss-support-group, Animal Humane Society, an ongoing, informal support group for adults 16 years and older, led by facilitators. APLB.org, Association for Pet Loss and Bereavement, information on pet loss and bereavement. BUNNYLVR72001.com, My Forever Friend, dedicated to a cottontail friend, Shoe Fly. Includes poems, stories, and links to other memorial sites. CamelotT.freeservers.com, in memory of Our Lady Mugsy, in dedication to an 11-year-old English Bulldog, Mugsy, who passed away the morning of September 30, 2001, after a short illness. She was a lifelong pet and friend who will be missed for as long as her memory will live on. ChancesSpot.org, Chances Spot, apart from direct support, provides pet grief and bereavement hotline numbers, helpful information, and an online tributes and memorials page. ChaplainOfPets.com, Chaplain of Pets, an interfaith ministry that offers compassion, empathy, comfort, and kindness to pets and their human families during times of loss, transition and grief. DiabellaLovesCats.com/cats.htm, Diabella loves cats, description, with story and pictures, of a cat called Katzenberg and his journey to Rainbow Bridge. do-animals-have-souls.info, Do Animals Have Souls? Discussion of whether animals have souls and what happens after passing. Offers help and advice to those who need support. dog2spirit.com, Dog 2 Spirit, A Dog's Life After Death, relates the events before and after the passing of Misty, a special dog. Discusses the issue of dog souls transitioning to the astral. drughoundracing.com, Drughound Racing, the personal story of Winnie, a greyhound, one of those poor racing dogs, but at least this one had a precious few weeks of normal life at the end. farewellfurryfriend.blogspot.com, Farewell Furry Friend, describes how one couple dealt with their grief after the death of their beloved Boston Terrier, Molly. fourpawsinheaven.com, Four Paws in Heaven, free online memorial tributes, including text and photo. Also includes related links, pet loss poetry, and a forum to help with the grieving process. helpguide.org/articles/grief-loss/coping-with-pet-loss.hdm, helpguide.org, articles about pet loss, offers advice about how to deal with pet loss, including how to help a child to cope with the grief. home.infionline.net/%7f for Hannah, for the love of Hannah, memorial site for a Westie named Hannah. Includes photos, life story, poems, and related links. ****63074075547F00852E8FF2E0D1Fa7353 show forum 8, in memory of magic, in loving memory, forum dedicated to supporting those who are grieving the recent passing over of a pet. immemorialpets.com, Immemorial, facility to create an everlasting tribute to a beloved pet, for free. in-memory-of-pets.com, in memory of pets, pet loss tributes, memorials, support, and candlelight rose ceremony. In loving memory of 7.com, in loving memory of 7, dedicated to little 7, a loved and greatly missed cat who died from anaphylactic shock from a rabies vaccination. JustOverTheRainbowBridge.com, Just Over the Rainbow Bridge, facility to create a tribute for a pet. To send a sympathy card and to access articles and blog. LaFeberWingsOfCompassion.com, Wings of Compassion, provides a means to memorialize and grieve birds and other animals. Online consultancy is also provided. LIGHTNING-STRIKE.com, Lightning Strike, offering a cyber shoulder for grieving pet owners. Message board, news group, and chat room. members.tripod.com/mainstream music/pets/memorials.html, pet memorial website, free memorials for beloved pets, with photos and tributes. mogdoggy.com/rainbowbridge.html, a rainbow bridge memorial, read others' feelings for their pets and add a pet to the rainbow. Also has thoughts on grief, poetry, and special memorials for victims of animal abuse. mypeoplepc.com/members/Kamens-K/Jacob, in loving memory of Jacob, our gentle giant, commemoration, with photos and poem, of a dog who passed at a young age. mypeoplepc.com/members/Kamens-K/Tanya, in loving memory of Tanya Miss, memorial for a beloved Schnauzer. Photos, Rainbow Bridge poem, and tribute. mypet-memorial.net, My Pet Memorial, offers free online pet memorials, stories, and poems. Includes pet loss resources and links to sympathy e-cards. MyraFFael.com, Raphael, went to Rainbow Bridge, in memory of an unusual cat, a love song in pictures. Poems, quotes, memories, and photos. Text in English and German. nomim.com, Cyber Pet Memorial Park, resting place for departed companions, with eulogies and photographs. patsian.com/gtds/dstar.htm, gone to Dogstar, free memorial page and a photo/tribute page. paw2heart.org, Paw to Heart, bereavement services including support group that meets in Plainview, New York, Speakers Bureau, and online chat room. Background of facilitators, contact information, and program details. pet-loss-matters.com, Pet Loss Matters, practical information and advice regarding pet loss, including discussion about grief, stories, poetry, tributes, and diaries, all written by visitors. petgraveyard.com, Pet Graveyard, virtual cemetery where pet owners may post brief memorials. petloss.com, Pet Loss Grief Support, personal support resources and healing poetry including Rainbow Bridge. petlossdenver.org, Human-Animal Bond Trust, Denver organization provides a weekly support group for those that have lost or are anticipating the loss of an animal companion. Offers articles and suggested resources. petlosshelp.org, Pet Loss Help, offers grief support to those who have lost animal companions. PetLossJourney.com. Pet Loss Journey, information and support for pet parents, their friends and loved ones. PetMemorial.com. PetMemorial.com, facility to create an online dedication for a beloved pet, free of charge. Grief support available via contact page. PetMemories.com. PetMemories.com offers facility to create one's own page and to share remembrances of a departed pet with family, friends, and other animal lovers. PetsEverlasting.com. PetsEverlasting.com offers many grief support resources to help pet caretakers recover from the loss of a pet. PetVets.com/PetMems, Harmony Animal Hospital, Pet Loss Library, grief support articles and stories, as well as an Ask the Experts section. RainbowsBridge.com. Rainbows Bridge offers a variety of services to grieving pet owners including memorials, chat room, message board, counseling, and articles. recover.com/loss-of-a-pet-poem.html, loss of a pet poem, quotes a selection of poetry written to help those grieving the passing of a beloved companion animal. tartanscotty.com/gsm_sample_scotty_grief.htm, Scottish Terrier death, why do I hurt so much? Article by Joseph Harville, PhD, analyzes the psychosocial reasons why losing a beloved dog is so painful. Reprinted from Great Scots Magazine, Vol. 2 No. 3, May/June, 1997. Via butter.tripod.com/rainbowbridge, Rainbow Bridge Tribute, memorial to all beloved pets who have crossed the Rainbow Bridge. Pet loss prose and poetry, book recommendations, and links to related sites and web links. virtualpetcemetery.org/pet/index.html, Virtual Pet Cemetery, remembrances, photos, and poems submitted in memory of beloved pets. WinstonCRogers.net, in memory of Winnie Rogers, poetry inspired by the passing of a beloved fox terrier. Includes photos, memories, and e-cards. Yuns.com/memoriam, online pet memorials, service designed to create a virtual community of family and friends for beloved pets. Each free listing includes a memorial, photo album, tribute area, and guest book. zykhbg.tripod.com, Nuna, memorial, with photos, of a bunny named Nuna.